Welcome, people. Y'all know it's what's this, day 13? Oh my God, I done lost count. I think it's day 13 or something, man. Welcome back. We here. You know we do our 5-minute challenge every single day, which turned into something amazing. So I want to thank you guys for that because y'all think I'm long-winded. No, y'all be giving me life up here. So when y'all give me that life, I have no choice but to return it. So thank you for that. Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to Taranika. Shout out to Selah Brooks. Shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to everybody that's doing the 5-minute live challenge every single day for 30 days straight. And I think we on day 13. Don't quote me on that. I think it might be 14, but I'm going to go with 13 just in case. Yes, day 13. So shout out to everybody here. Welcome back to everybody that's here. So, excuse me. Let's get this thing rolling. Y'all already know how we get down. First of all, let's go. Welcome back to the Gift of Gab podcast with I Am Noble.
This is the Gift of Gab with I Am Noble.
I know you fucking lying. I love that. And if this is your first time pulling up, I just want to say you right on time. But if you've been rocking with me for a while, I just want to say, first of all, welcome back. And I truly appreciate you. And that's on God. Now, around here, we like to laugh, we like to think, and we like to challenge each other. If you are on TikTok right now and you can't hear me, I apologize for that. I left my mic. But you can go to my Facebook page, which is I Am Noble. No, it's Unapologetic Noble. Or you can head to the actual YouTube channel where this thing gets streaming live right now on YouTube at the Gift of Gab podcast with I Am Noble. Ooh, good crack. Y'all heard that? Whoa. And around here, like I said, we like to laugh, we like to think, and we like to challenge each other's perceptions. Now, before we get started, do me a favor. Where are you watching this from? Drop your city in the link. Drop your state in the link. Drop your state. Drop your city. I don't care if you're from one city, but you happen to be watching it from somewhere else today. Drop that city. Drop that state in a comment. And if you're watching this on a replay, meaning you're watching it later, let me know by putting hashtag replay in the comments. Let's go. I want to see who I'm talking to. I want to see how far this thing going. Who am I reaching? And just see if we putting foot to payment out here. So with that being said, let's get comfortable. Or should I say, let's get uncomfortable. Either way, let's talk about it. Welcome to the show, people. Now, tonight's question. I got a question for you guys. You know, I always got a question. And the question is, are you the butterfly yet, or are you still in the caterpillar stage? Don't answer too fast. Breathe. Because everybody wants to say they flying. Everybody want to say they the butterfly. Everybody want to jump out the window and go, I'm the butterfly. Take some time. Really think about that. Because today we about to unpack it. Today we about to figure out exactly where you are. But I'm going to need you to really tell the truth. Because to really be honest, some of us are still crawling. Some of us are still crawling. And guess what? That's okay. That's absolutely okay, because tonight it's not about judging your stage. It's about identifying your stage. Because I truly believe life will get harder if you can't identify with who you are and where you are. And there's no such thing. I mean, there's no sense in lying. Welcome back. Welcome back, Brazen More Content. You always show up. I really appreciate you. Welcome back. Because if you can't identify, you never know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. So you have to be honest with the stage you are actually in, because ignoring that thing ain't going to make it disappear. And you can't work on something until you identify it. So with that being said, tonight, it's not about judging your stage. It's about identifying the stage. And I need everybody to participate tonight. You know, no spectators. We are here. This is a conversation. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to talk with you. So welcome to the show. Drop in them comments. Let me know how you're feeling. At any point if something hits you, You could drop a caterpillar in the comments. You could drop a butterfly in the comments, or you could just say, that's me. Can we do that? I know we can. I ain't even gonna worry about it. So with that being said, I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is wanting butterfly results with caterpillar habits. I'm going to say that again to you. I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is wanting butterfly results with caterpillar habits. Come on. We want the business without learning. We want the marriage without healing. We want the six-pack without even going to the gym. We want the six-pack without saying no to the cheesesteak factory. Listen. We want the business without learning. We want the marriage without healing. We want a six-pack without going to the gym, without eating right, without saying no to the cheesesteak factory. Come on, guys. Platinum Fitness can help you. But if your refrigerator has already recruited you, you might be in some trouble. So everybody wants their wings, but nobody wants the workout. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Everybody wants their wings, but not everybody wants the workout. Yes, drop it in the comments. We got to see it. If that's you, drop in the comment, that's me. Which stage are you in? Are you in the butterfly stage or the caterpillar stage? You want me to know? Drop a butterfly in the chat. Drop a caterpillar in the chat. We here. And if you can't hear me on TikTok right now, go to Facebook at Unapologetic Noble or head out to YouTube at the Gift of Gab podcast with I Am Noble. And we here. So let's find out where we really are, people. Before we do that, let me cut the air on because, Lord Jesus, it has got hot down here. Maybe because this conversation is about to heat it up. But welcome, everybody. Don't forget to drop what state you talking in, what state you checking in from, what city you checking in from. I don't care if you're from this city. Drop it in the chat. If it's in Chicago, put Chicago in the chat. Where you from? Where you checking in from, people? So let's find out what we really, really are. And don't lie, people. Be honest with yourself. Because the only person you fool when you lie is yourself. That's it. You're the only person that buys that lie. And you're the only person that don't receive any benefits from it. So the first stage I want to talk about is when you're in the caterpillar stage. And really the first stage to anything, which is the egg. I know that sounds crazy, people, but bear with me, roll with me, because before there was ever a caterpillar, there was an egg. And everything that's in the butterfly or everything that the butterfly needs is already in the caterpillar. I really want you to stay with me because I'm about to break this down in human form. Everything that the butterflies need is in the caterpillar. It just haven't hatched yet. See, egg, you with me? Stay with me. It's about to go fast. Everything that the butterfly needs is in the caterpillar. The caterpillar, it just haven't hatched yet inside him. So, with that being said, I have a question. Have you ever looked at somebody and said, man, they got so much potential? And if that person was you, type potential in the comments. If somebody ever said that about you, type potential in the comments. And if you watching it later, type it later. I read all the comments. Hey, it's not a game. Right now, I'm still able to. But if somebody ever said, man, you got so much potential, type that in the comments. Because you know what I learned about that? Potential sounds good. Until you realize potential doesn't pay the bills. Potential doesn't build marriages. Potential doesn't change your life. Potential only matters if it hatch. Hence to the egg that I was talking about earlier. I told you I'm gonna connect this thing. Some serious, people. If you can't hear me over there on TikTok, I apologize. I left my mic today. Go to the Gift of Gab podcast on YouTube with I Am Noble, or you can go to Unapologetic Noble on Facebook. But if you can hear me just fine, type I can hear you in the chat so I can make sure you hear me. Because I want to make sure y'all hear this, because we about to take this thing to a whole nother level. Because the first stage of anything is the egg. And the potential that you need to become the butterfly is already in the caterpillar. It just haven't hatched yet. And that potential seems good. Everybody has potential, but you're not everyone. Not everyone has drive and determination. Facts. Facts. But it's not just about drive and determination, because that's why this conversation is about to be so important, because you have to work to get those things. I think everybody wants those things without work. And that's what the problem is. That's why I just said, potential sounds good until you realize potential don't pay the bills. Potential don't build a marriage. Potential don't change lives. Potential only matters if it's hatched correctly. Hence to the egg that I was talking about earlier, because you could spend your whole life being almost there. You could spend your entire life being almost there. Question: what's one gift that you know you've been sitting on? Come on now. I told y'all at the beginning of the show, we can't be lying. We have to be honest with ourselves, because we all know we got that one gift that we all sitting on. Everybody that came and told you something about your life, and you probably ain't listened to them, but everybody that came to you and told you, man, you should have been a comedian. Man, you should have been a hairstylist. Man, you should work on cars, big dog. You know how to fix. Everybody that told you, what's that thing for you? What's that thing? What's that one gift that you know you've been sitting on? Don't overthink it either. It's really simple. What's one thing you know you're supposed to be doing right now that you're not? And like I said, for all the people that's going to watch this later, still drop that answer in the comments. I'll read them later and respond, because this ain't about having a show that's live. This is about changing lives. This is about making people think. This is about growth. Right now, we are here to figure out, what stage are you in? Are you in the caterpillar stage or the butterfly stage? And once again, I'm not here to judge your stages. I'm here to make sure you can identify with what stage you are in. Because until you identify with what stage you are in, you can't start working on that thing. Nurturing. Should have been a nurse a long time ago. I agree. So now that we identified that you should have been a nurse a long time ago, hey, what's stopping us now? I already know you probably took the classes up, you're studying, you're doing your thing. Let's knock that thing out, because it's only impossible and delusional until it works out. It's only delusional until that thing work out, and then you look up and be like, I had it the whole entire time. The whole entire time. I should have definitely been yes. I was my own setback. My hands are my gifts. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But now that we know this thing, guess what? It's time for us to show this thing. It's time for us to start walking in our truth. Because the one thing you're going to learn about your truth is it's not that hard to walk in. The hardest step is the first step. As soon as you start, that's it. Been thinking about going back to school. You know what? Let's stop thinking about it now. Let's go. What we got to lose? Let's do it all. And school nowadays is different from school back in the days. You probably can take some online classes. You probably can do this, that, and the third. So let's just do that thing, because, you know what I mean? What I don't want to do is you know what I mean, be that person that think, man, unfulfilled potential. Unfulfilled potential. Because here's my favorite part. The caterpillar doesn't always spend all day trying to look important. Because I think that's the thing a lot of people suffer from. They spend their whole entire day trying to look important. The caterpillar stage is very important because he spent all day eating, learning, growing, and preparing. He spent all day. People don't know this about him, because guess what? They probably ain't look it up, but the caterpillar is just like us. He spent all day learning, growing, and preparing, and eating as well. That's eating, definitely one of mine. But let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like everybody else was winning and you was just in studying season? Or everybody was buying houses and you was buying books? Everybody was taking classes while you was taking vacations. I mean, everybody was taking vacations while you was taking classes. Everybody was showing off while you was building. Don't let social media trick you, guys. Preparation doesn't look good. It doesn't get likes. It actually gets joked about sometimes. But it's one of the best things ever. I promise y'all, man. What you say? Let's see. Man, facts. Facts, definitely. Yes, until I realized my competition was me. Yes, it's not about competition as well. That's why I had an episode about jealousy not too long ago, and people think jealousy is bad. It's not about when jealousy show up. It's about what you do with it when it show up, because it shows up sometimes, because jealousy ain't just a hater. Jealousy is energy. And when it shows up as something that you would like to see in yourself sometimes. And some people are mirrors. Some people was meant to be that for you. They was meant to be that motivation. They was meant to be proof that you can do it and we can do it. So sometimes we have to stop thinking about it as competition, because, hey, they doing it. That's proof that it can be done. Now let's get over there and see how they doing. As a matter of fact, let's go holler at them. Let's go try. Hey, big dog, can you help? Hey, ma'am, can you help? If they don't help, that's cool. God gonna send you somebody, because he see you making the moves. But if right now, if you want to go back to school, go back to school. Right now, you want to build that thing, build that thing. Right now, you thought you should have been a bricklayer, be a bricklayer. Because I do know one thing about our kind is we was told we couldn't do a lot of shit growing up. And we didn't see a lot of our kind doing a lot of shit. Like, for instance, it wasn't a lot of black pilots growing up. It wasn't a lot of black, you know what I mean, bricklayers, architects. A lot of our people heard, man, people like us don't do that. How many of us heard people like us don't do that? That's white people shit. We heard that a lot. Have you heard that before? Tap in the comments, drop in the comments. That's me. I heard it. Man, I remember telling something to some people sometimes, and people would be like, man, we don't do that type of stuff. What you mean we don't do that? What you mean we can't do stocks and bonds? What you mean we can't trade? So shout out to all the people that's doing it right now today. That's proof that we can do it, but we could have been did it, guys. It took a while to get it, but now we here. And I just want to let you know, ain't no shortcut to this thing, guys. Some of y'all want to skip straight to millionaire status, but you still gonna be mad at paying a phone bill because you still got that, you know what I mean? You still got that in you. So slow down. Preparation is expensive, but ignorance sends you an even bigger check. So I already know sometimes we don't want to prep. Sometimes we don't want to have to do the homework. Sometimes we don't have to do that. But to get all that money and chase all that money and be ignorant in the head and in the heart and in the spirit, man, that's a bigger bill that's going to cost you even more later in life. Question. Who's in learning season right now? How many people out there right now in the chat in learning season? And if you see this later, I'm talking to you too. If you in learning season right now, drop in the comments. That's me too. Drop a caterpillar in the comments. Drop a butterfly in the comments. I want to see who's here with me. Who's here in learning seasons right now? Me. The guy speaking to you is still in learning season. That's me. I love the learning season. Ain't nothing like it. That means I'm about to develop a new, ain't nothing like it. If you're in learning season right now, type me in the comments. That's me. And if you see this later, it's cool. Still type that's me, or type replay in the comments, because I want to know what city you talking from. What state you checking in from? What state are you checking in from, guys? For all my people that just showed up, what state are you watching this from? I want to see how far this reach actually going. And don't forget to share this live with someone you think may need it. Share it to a stranger. Share it to somebody. Share it because it can be shared. Texas in the building. Shout out to Texas in the building. Where we at? Let's go. Texas in the house. We all in Texas right now. Where else we from? What else, guys? What other cities and states we from? Drop it in the chat. And who is in a learning season right now besides me? It's like I've been in my learning season. I come out to teach every now and then, but I go right back into the learning season. Come out a little bit, teach, right back to the learning season. I love the learning season. You know why? Because you're learning. You're growing. You're expanding that muscle. So if the caterpillar stage is learning, what's next? I have identified the caterpillar stage with learning. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. A lot of people think the caterpillar, because they're thinking about the butterfly stage, they thinking about, oh, I can't wait to get my pretty wings and I can't wait to fly in the sky. None of that's possible without the learning stage, which is the caterpillar stage. But after the caterpillar is learning, what's next? The next stage is the cocoon. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is where it gets. Because a lot of people don't understand this cocoon thing. I got to warn you, that stage ain't fun. That stage ain't fun at all. This is where people disappear. This is where you stop getting invited to parties. This is where your phone goes real quiet. This is when some of your thoughts, man, this is when some of y'all thought y'all phone was broke because nobody was checking in. Nah, bro. That was God turning off your notifications because he needed you to be in a season where he can get your attention and only him. I'm going to say that again, man. The cocoon stage. I got to warn you, this stage is not fun. This is where people disappear. This is where you stop getting invites to everything. This is when your phone goes quiet. This is when you thought your phone was broke. You got to call T-Mobile or AT&T and ask them, hey, I'm not getting no incoming calls. I paid my bill. What's wrong? Nah, bruh. It ain't them. It's God. He turned your notifications down. Anybody ever had a season where it felt lonely? Drop 100 in the comments if you ever had a season that felt lonely. Drop 100 in the chat right now if you ever had a lonely season in your life. Drop that's me. Drop I identify. Drop a caterpillar. Drop a cocoon. Drop a butterfly in the chat right now if you ever had a season where shit just got lonely. I can't be the only one. The cocoon is where the old version start letting go. Your old mindset, your old habits, your old excuses, old friendships, sometimes even your old dreams. Sometimes you got to dream a new dream because a dream that was dreamed and struggle, hey, don't forget to tap that screen, people. Don't forget to tap that screen. That sent it to the moon. Don't forget to get that heart. And they gave me a new gift gallery. So y'all know what that means. Take care of that. Man, it's only, I think it's like, come on. I think the gift, man, y'all know what it is. Let's go. Let's send this thing to the moon. And like I stated before, that can be scary for a lot of people when that phone stop ringing. When you stop receiving invites to the party. When ain't no income calls coming. It can get scary. But I'm here to tell you, there ain't nothing but God turning your notifications down for a moment because he needs your undivided attention. And even that's scary because we love what's familiar. How many of us love what's familiar? I once heard a phrase that said, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. And I tell anybody that say that, God's here. Why are we talking about the devil at all? Some of us are walking by sight and not by faith. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't take it like I just challenge your religion. Because sight is here. Faith is inside. And sometimes when you get to talking about bills before you talk about God, who you think you serving? Some of y'all serve jobs. Y'all don't serve God. Right now, if you had an assignment to do something for God, but it meant your bills weren't going to get paid, what you think you're going to do? Tough conversations, right? Right now, if you had an assignment from God, but your bills weren't going to get paid, if you missed work and you didn't have no more PTO, what you think you're going to do? You know what you're going to do. You're going to take your tail to work. Some of you are walking by sight, not faith. Some of y'all ain't walked by faith in a while. You know how you know you ain't walking by faith? You ain't scared. You think you can do this thing alone. Nah, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, cannot do this thing alone. What the? This girl that switch goddamn. Go get over there to the place that pays us, not stays us. Because we love what's familiar. Even when what's familiar is not good for us. Did I say something there, people? Did I say something there, people? Brazen more content. Get back over there on the Facebook channel. But we love what's familiar, even if it's not good for us. Welcome, Stephanie Godchild. She said, I can't. Okay. Welcome, Stephanie Godchild in the building. Real Life Topic Podcast is in the building because we love what's familiar, even when what's familiar is not good for us. You know, you can't become somebody new while protecting somebody old. I'm going to say that one more time for anybody out there. You can't become somebody new while protecting somebody old. It won't happen. It just won't happen. Think about it. Somebody you outgrew, not because you hate them or, you know, you just don't fit with them anymore, but here's a crazy part. Talk about it. You already know you can't become somebody new while protecting the old versions of yourself. You just can't. And here's the crazy part. If somebody helped a butterfly out the cocoon, you know what that usually means? Here go a part right now, I promise y'all. When somebody helps the butterfly out of the cocoon, that usually means that the butterfly won't fly. Think about that. That usually means the butterfly won't fly because the struggle is what strengthens its wings. That's where he get his power from. That's where he gonna get the ability to do that thing that he has to do. So I want to know how many of us right now has been taking people out of their cocoons. How many of us has tried to help people because we thought it was the right thing to do? It's a difference between our thing and God thing. You may not be helping somebody. You might be hindering them. Be careful trying to take people out of their cocoon or trying to get people to take you out of yours. We all guilty of wanting to get straight to the millionaire status. We all guilty of wanting to skip a couple of lessons that we thought. We all have put something together without the instruction and had a bunch of screws left over afterward and didn't even, it'll be all right, it's up. Them screws went somewhere. The struggle is where you get your strength. A lot of people, when they talking to me in the real world, they say stuff like, man, just get over that or just do this or do. You know what I tell people? In order to live well, you have to learn to struggle well. If you can't struggle well, 9 out of 10, it's going to be hard for you to live well. You got to respect the caterpillar stage. And now you're finding out that the cocoon stage is not all pretty. It's actually one of the most hardest stages for the actual butterfly. It's the hardest stage. What struggle made you stronger? That's dropping in the tag. Or if you can't drop it, keep it to yourself. But right now, guys, you on the line with me. What struggle made you stronger? What's something that you've been through that made you stronger? And if you can't type in the comments, it's cool. Think about it. Because this ain't about going viral. This is about making people think. This is about changing people mental to get them to understand that you are exactly what God needs you to be. But in order for you to get out of that stage, we have to identify that stage so we can know where to work at. I know you may not be in your butterfly stage right now, but denying the caterpillar stage ain't going to get you there no quicker. What struggles made you stronger? Not happier, stronger. Not happier, stronger. Because I see so many people that want to be happy. I see so many people protecting their peace. You want to hear the crazy thing about people protecting peace? It's usually somebody that started a bunch of shit that always want to protect their peace. I'm just protecting my peace, big dog. From who? You need to be protecting yourself from yourself sometimes. Sometimes you're not in a stage of being happier. What struggles made you stronger, that built you up? What caterpillar stage was you in that got you ready for your cocoon stage? Then you know what stage come after that, but we're going to talk about that a little later in the show. Talk about it. We here. Stronger people, not happier. There are so many people right now that want to be happier, that want to be at peace without war, without strength, without struggle. I'm here to tell you, if you can't struggle well, you damn near can't live well, people. The biggest, if you can't afford to lose shit, then you can't afford to win shit. You can only win as much as you afford to. Think about this if you was gambling. If you only bet $1, how much you gonna win? My point exactly. You want to win big, you got to be willing to bet big. And that's going to take some parts of you down here. You're going to have to do some work in here. Because you can't be thinking about the loss when it's time to go. So I just want to make sure you know that, man. Stronger, not happier. Stronger, not happier. Better. Learn. That thing you almost quit might become the story that saved somebody else's life. I'm going to say that again. That thing you almost quit might become the story that saved somebody else's life.
This is the Gift of Gab with I Am Noble.
I know you fucking lying. That thing that you almost quit may be the thing or the story that saved somebody else's life. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Don't be afraid to tell your story. I know so many people that's going through so much stuff, and the moment they have to share with somebody, they don't want to share their losses. Your losses was not for you. That story that you share with somebody else gonna save their life. So make sure that you understand that that thing you almost quit might also be that story that saved somebody else's life. Because you know what stage 4 is after you get out of the cocoon stage? Oh, it's that stage you all been waiting for. The butterfly effect. Now you're flying. Congratulations. Now you're flying. Congratulations. But you couldn't do this without both stages before, which is the caterpillar stage and the cocoon stage. What's the caterpillar stage? Learning. Waiting. Building. What's the cocoon stage? You building up muscle. You're getting strong enough to come out of that cocoon. Now you're flying. But without those two stages, you can't get to the butterfly effect. Too many people want the butterfly stage without the other two. Everybody want the results. Don't nobody want the process. Congratulations. Now you're flying. Now, don't become arrogant. Because butterflies don't just fly around telling caterpillars, look at me. Butterflies don't just fly around telling caterpillars, look at me. Some of y'all want money so you can show people without money that you got money. Some of y'all want to fix y'all life so y'all can shit on the people that told you couldn't do it. Butterflies don't just fly around telling caterpillars, look at me. They just keep flying. And butterflies have an actual job. They have an actual job. Butterflies help flowers grow. Butterflies help the flowers grow by pollinating them. I want y'all to think about that stage there. There's something powerful in that message I just said. I hope you're catching it. Butterflies help flowers grow by pollinating them. Think about that. Because here's my question to everybody looking in right now. Who grows because you live? I want you to think about it. Yes, they do. Facts. Who grows because you made it to your butterfly stage? See, y'all thought becoming a butterfly was going to be all about flying through the sky, doing whatever the hell you want, not having no consequences. Who grows because your life got better? because you made it to your flying stage. You got your wings. Congratulations. Now a butterfly flies around the world helping, not trying to be happy, helping. All that work the caterpillar did in the cocoon state, now he has to work himself. And it's probably not an easy job for him. But that's a question I want you to go home with tonight, people. Who grows because you made it? And then you start to realize that, guess what? You making it wasn't even about you. Shit. You mean to tell me I did all this work so I can help others? Yes. You become the best version of you for the world, not for you. Do you know how many people are connected to you right now? See, you keep thinking it's you. Once you make it, do you know how many people connected to you? Do you know how many people's lives you're going to change when you make it to your butterfly effect? Do you know how many people going to win because you win? Do you know how many doors you're going to open because you went through first? Do you know how many people going to look at you and say they can do it too? This ain't just about you. There's a lot of people connected to you. You got to make it to that stage because there's some people that need pollinated so they can grow, so they can live. Your butterfly effect is not for you. It's for the world. Question. Y'all know I love the questions. If you disappear tomorrow, who would honestly miss your impact? Not your money, not that thing you do, but who will miss your impact? Honestly. That's why I always tell people it's impact over income. What impact have you made lately? I don't want to know what you bought them. I don't want to know what you paid for. I don't want to know what you bought her. What impact has you made on her life? So you're always wondering why they don't respond to you the way they should, because you ain't nothing but one provider. There's multiple ways to be a provider. You know I'm talking to my man on this one. You can't just pay the bills. You provide more than just paying the bills. What's your impact? And if you don't know, that's a great place to start. Because like I said, I'm not here to judge your stage. I'm here so you can identify what stage you are in. And if you don't know what type of impact that you're leaving on people, it's about time to find out. Message me. I will be gladly to help you figure out what your impact is about. Message me. I'm with it. I'm all about growth. But seriously, if you disappear tomorrow, who would honestly miss your impact? Who will wake up tomorrow different because they couldn't make that phone call? Not because they couldn't borrow some money, not because they couldn't use your car. Who will miss your impact? Success is impressive, but impact is unforgettable. I'm going to say that again for anybody listening. Success is impressive, but impact is unforgettable. Say it with me, people who all agree with that. If you disagree with that, drop in a comment. Let me know you disagree with it. What she say? She said, my whole family, I believe. Facts. Amen, brothers. Facts. Don't forget to tap those screens. I know your fingertips work. Tap that screen. Light that screen up. Don't forget, I think they gave me a goal of 100-something, guys. Load that gift gallery. I just got a new gift gallery. Help a brother out. Let's go. Let's go. Don't forget, you're on Facebook. I think it's stars or something. Send your boy some stars. Let's go. Let's get into it. But serious, guys, success is impressive, but impact is unforgettable. That impact gonna last even after you dead and gone. And then you got the final stage that don't nobody talk about. What stage is that? Legacy. Legacy. I think this is where the real transformation begins. Not the cocoon stage, not the butterfly, not the caterpillar. Legacy. When we get to talking about legacy. Because nowadays in 2026, last names don't mean what they used to mean. Who all remember back in the days when last names meant something? When everybody was working to get their last name known, the Jacksons, the Jordans, the Butlers. Who remember those days? The Cannons. Because when I grew up, I promise you, them last name meant something. You don't mess with them Butlers. There's so many of them, boy. You leave them alone. You don't mess with them Cannons. Them motherfuckers can fight. Oh, them Jackson boys, they can dance. Who remember the days when last names meant something? Legacy. I think this is where the real transformation begins. Not when your life changes, but when somebody else's life changes because yours did. Say that with me, guys. Be there with me. Be there with me. This is when the true transformation begins. Not when your life changed, but when somebody else's life changes because yours did. How many of us going through life changes right now and it's changing everybody around us? How many of us, when we are doing something, opening business, all of a sudden you see somebody else that want to open the business, somebody else that want to open the business. It gets contagious. People say misery love company. I say so does success. Who the fuck told you to stay over there with the miserable people with that company? You could have came over here with this company and we all building over here. Get with the builders. Misery love company. So does success. Your true transformation begins not when your life changed, but when somebody else's life changed because yours changed. When your story is over, what keep living? I know these are challenging questions. This is why I come through this. This is why I'm up here. When you watch this back later, listen to these questions. Write them down. Pause the episode. I know this is live, but pause the episode. Write some of this shit down. When your story is over, what keep living on? Because money gets spent. Fame fades. Followers scroll away. Character echoes. Character echoes. Yes, we speaking facts out here. Because, we getting so used to seeing the ass shaking on the screen and all the BS, all the mess that's keeping our mind bottled up and keeping our attention in the wrong place. Ask yourself those questions. The true transformation happened not when your life changed, but when somebody else's life changed because yours did. That's when you start waking up differently. That's when you start waking up honestly knowing that, shit, I can't stay in the house tonight. Why? Man, somebody depending on me, and it ain't my kids. That's another thing. Your life changing or you winning should go beyond your address. We forget that we got neighbors, community, villages. We're not just doing this for our address. Your success should go past your address, people. So many people are just working to make sure them and their address is winning. Nah, man. This shit's sad. We're not even helping in the community. I remember back in the days, we helped. When the elders came home with their bags, we carried their groceries. We held the elevators. We helped them up the stairs. We helped them to the car. We went to the stores, bagged their groceries for them, put it in the cars. We helped. Somebody fell, we lift each other up. And the sad thing about this, we used to do this broke. We was all financially struggling, but we was helping each other. What happened to communities? What happened to villages? What happened to doing, man? Everybody that got so goddamn, everybody in survival mode right now so hard that they'll leave their friends behind. I get it. I know you got to take care of you. But if you really think God sent you down here just to take care of you, he could have kept you up there for that shit. If you on earth right now, you're not here for you. The butterfly effect. The butterfly just don't fly around in the sky telling caterpillars, look at me, I'm flying. No, the butterfly goes pollinate the flowers so they can continue to grow. He got his wings to do a job. He didn't get his wing to flex. He didn't get his wings to tell everybody, I'm flying. Look at them caterpillars down there. Them niggas ain't no shit. No, he got his wings so he can go do his job. When you get your wings, what are you going to do? And that's probably why a lot of y'all ain't got your wings yet. Because he know if he gave them to you, you're going to fly around in flags. Somebody going to be trying to shoot you out the sky. Some of y'all going to get y'all wings and never touch the ground again. Y'all going to shit on the ground. Man, I ain't going back down there with them. It's better together than it ever is separate. When your life is over, when your story is over, what keeps living? Because I'm going to tell you right now, your money is going to fade. It's going to get spent. Money don't have no owners, only spinners. Remember that. If you ain't never heard that before, you heard it today. Money don't have no owners, only spinners. So money will get spent. Fame will fade. We done synced it all over the world. How many people you done synced in their prime? See, Muhammad Ali in his prime. I'm the greatest. And guess what? Eventually that faded. Eventually he was just one of the guys in the stadium that you couldn't believe he wasn't boxing no more. Floyd, fame fades. Michael Jordan, no matter how great he was, he ain't on that floor no more. We got to talk about his memories now. We got to talk about his legacy. Fame fade. Followers, they're going to eventually stroll away. They're going to eventually find a new trending thing and they're going to attach to that and they're going to run away from you. But your character, that echoes. Your impact, that echoes. That thing that God designed you to do, oh my God, it's going to leave such a legacy for you. So that's questions. Write those questions down. Go watch this again. If you're not following me, you should be heading to YouTube right now to the Gift of Gab podcast with IAMNOBLE. Make sure you subscribe. You should be going to the Instagram page right now at IAMNOBLE. Make sure you subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you ain't following me, on Facebook and you ain't following me, make sure you subscribe. We doing this shit. I don't know. We doing it every day if it's up to me. Because I want everybody to hear me before I leave tonight. Stop beating yourself up because you're not flying yet. The caterpillar is not behind. The cocoon is not forgetting. The butterfly is not lucky. They all just in different stages of the same journey. Listen to me, guys, when I say that. I want you to hear me. Stop beating yourself up because you're not flying yet. The caterpillar is not behind. The cocoon is not forgetting, and the butterfly is not lucky. They all are just in different stages of the exact same journey. All of it's needed. It's all connected. Your struggle is connected to that loss you think you taking. That's an L. But the L ain't for loss, it's for lesson. Learn from it. Because that loss is connected to your W, which is not a win, it's wisdom. L is not for losses, it's for lessons. W is not for wins, it's for wisdom. So the next time you go through something, that's a lesson. And the next time you win, that's wisdom. Collect that shit. That's changed the way we're thinking about this shit, people. Because you probably ain't got to change physically yet, but you do have to change mentally. They all are just in different stages of one journey. So quit comparing your chapters to somebody else's highlight reels. I say this all the time. Respect your season. Do the work your season requires. Don't do the work that you want to do. Don't do the work that you think you're good at, so you don't want to do the things you're not so good at. Don't do the work that's comfortable. Don't do the work your season requires. If your season requires you to do this work this season, that's the work you got to do. Because if you skip it, I'm going to tell you right now, it's on repeat. It's like that food grandma used to cook. If you didn't eat that food when grandma cooked it, get home, relay it, and see what she finna pull out. She finna go in that goddamn microwave or that oven. She finna pull that same goddamn plate up. And that's how God treating you. If your season required a certain type of work and you don't do it, God gonna put it in the microwave. And the moment you come to him, talking about what you want, he gonna pull that work out. There you go. Go here. Trust the process your season is demanding from you. Sometimes we go through life thinking we don't know the way when all of the answers is inside. You know the way. You feel it. You know when you did something you ain't supposed to have been doing. You know when you made a decision you ain't supposed to have been making. You know all of these things because you feel it. That's why I tell people, I don't teach people nothing. I remind people of who they are. I show people mirrors. I'm no smarter than you. Real intelligence comes from the world, not from school. So anything that I'm teaching you, it was already in you. I told you, even though everything that the butterfly needs is in the caterpillar, it just haven't hatched yet. Because there's something in you right now that just haven't hatched yet. It's in you. We're just waiting for it to hatch. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You don't matter. You're just in a journey right now. You're just in a season right now that's requiring something different from you. Trust the process. And when it's time, you're going to spread your wings. And when the time comes, you're going to spread your wings. Not because somebody gave them to you, because you earned them. Not because somebody gave them to you, because you earned them. That's the best way to fly. The best way to fly. You ain't take no handouts. You did the work. And you're going to spread your wings, not because somebody gave them to you, but because you earned them. Come on, guys. If you still here with me, chat, drop in the chat, still here. And if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Go to that page. Go to that YouTube page, the Gift of Gab podcast with IAMNOBLE. All my people on TikTok, head over there. All my people on Instagram, head over there. Facebook. Hey, if you're not on my other pages, let's connect this thing. This one big page. They ain't separate. But I thank you. I do appreciate you. To the 12 people that's following me every day, I thank you. You want something from the gas station? You want something? You want something for the gas station? It's refreshing. But I do want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. This is the Gift of Gab podcast. And tonight, I hope I challenge you. I hope I don't let the conversation end here. Share this episode with somebody, with anybody who may be feeling frustrated with their current stages. But just know, man, show back up until next time, guys. And before I leave you, I want to ask you one last question. You ready? What stage are you in today? The caterpillar, the cocoon, or the butterfly? Shout out to Brazen Moore. Content still here. Thank you, baby. You always here. That's why I love you, girl. You know, what stage are you in? The caterpillar, the cocoon, or the butterfly? And if you don't know, that's great, because it's time to do the work to figure it out. Because depending on what stage you are in, how you know what work needs to be done. You feel me? Or are you helping someone else grow their wings? That's a big one. Are you helping somebody else grow their wings right now so you may not know where you at? Man, it got hot down here. Woo! Man, I had to open it up. It got hot. This conversation got deep. But until next time, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this conversation. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and being willing to look deeper. Until next time, people, keep growing, keep challenging yourself, and keep paying attention to what's shaping your life and making you closer to the person God designed you to be. Keep praying. And this was the Gift of Gab, and I am noble.
This is the Gift of Gab. With I Am Noble.